So I'm going to try to find out who else is bidding these so I can get in on it with some other people and increase our chances. But this is the Target 2020 project, and I'm going to start off with Bonney Lake. Okay, some of the things going through their list is deadline. I need to get these in by March 5th. They let me have one more day since they were kind of short notice on this. We're going to be looking at asphalt repair, striping, crack fill repair, and then also joint seal repair on the concrete. And I'm going to try my best to show you what's out here. It's raining pretty good today. We need to, I probably should show you what the bid form looks like here real quick. All right, so here's the property for Target and Bonney Lake. This is right up at the top of Eli Hill on State Route 410. As soon as you get up to the top, you get up near Walmart, and across the road on 410 on the north side is Target. You've got an Applebee's that's over here, and then nothing else that's over here. There's just some parking, and then all of this is Target. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 entrances into this facility. On the bid form, they want us to use this bid form. This is not how we do things on our bid sheet, but we'll want to put our bid sheet together as reference for all of our quantities and all of our breakdowns. And then what we have to do is transfer our totals over to their bid form. So for instance, asphalt crack seal application, 33,000 lineal feet. That's basically crack fill. That'll be easy to fill in. We'll just take our total on the crack fill on our price and plug it in. There isn't 33,000 feet out here in Bonney Lake, but to be apples to apples with the other guys out there, we need to just fill in the bid form based on the quantities. Pavement marking application. Marking application, it says 28,180 square yards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count up all the striping. We're going to plug it all into our system, take the grand total on the striping, and then what we'll do is we will divide it by 28,180 square yards. So that way we can have a per square yard price to plug in right here, and then we'll have our total there. Okay, this number shouldn't change because it's going to have all the striping for this parking lot. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Concrete joint seal application, it says 3,060 lineal feet. That's probably a little overkill on here as well. They've got concrete sidewalk in front of the Target, and they've got a couple concrete areas that will go out from the store to the ADA. But we're going to plug that in. They said that we need to plug in night work for the concrete joint seal application because they don't want to have it done during the day and have people stepping in the joint seal. So we're going to have to figure night work on the concrete joint seal. Asphalt, 4-inch depth, 946 square yards. We'll need to take our square foot and convert it into the square yards. They provided the quantities on all the asphalt and all the repairs. So, for instance, see all these dark gray marks that you see all over the place? All the dark gray are all the patches, and they're all numbered. So they've kind of done our aerial map for us. And then right here is all the locate. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. Hold on. Oh, crud. Sorry. I know it's hard to see. Oh, there we go. A little bit easier. You can see it's A1 through A17. All the different sizes. All of it is a 4-inch depth. So it's all saw cut, remove, and replace. The asphalt that's out here, the condition of this parking lot is pretty nice. So some of these patches are going to look smaller than what they have on here. But we want to do exactly what's on here. If we get this project, we want to cut exactly these dimensions because whatever is excess in the end goes back to Target. And we don't want to do refunds. We need to do exactly what's on here unless otherwise notified by them. Okay, so we're going to bid per the square footage. We're going to convert it to square yards. And then if we get the job, we're going to come out here and do exactly these dimensions on all these locations. There's a chart on here, a little legend on the site plan that tells you what's what. So where it says concrete joint seal application, it's highlighted. The blue area, asphalt crack fill application, tells you the lineal footage. Tells you concrete joint seal application. It says 2,400, but I think it said over 3,000 on the bid form. Pavement marking application. They've got these weird square yards that are plugged in there, and we don't know what that is. They don't know what it is either. But you can see they're talking about potentially doing some sort of striping in here, and we don't know what the layout is. So it's going to be hard to bid that part. Nobody else is going to bid that either. Right here, there's some pull-ups or some drive-up stalls. They told us to plug in $2,300 for the stencils that are used for the drive-up stall area. We don't know exactly what stencil they're going to use. There's a few different kinds, but Kelly at Kansas Asphalt said you need to plug in about $2,200 to $2,300 for the stencils to purchase. And then whatever those stencils are, that's what we would stripe in that location. I'm going to do all the totals for all the striping, but it goes all the way around the building. So we'll be responsible for painting yellow curbs for fire lane out here. We'll be responsible for stenciling. We'll be responsible for the asphalt repair, the crack fill, and the concrete joint seal. There's one other thing on here that's called the utility structure repair cover replacement. And it's telling me it's right here at 5.20B. Well, I'm parked right next to it, so let's go take a look and see what they might be talking about. It says a cover replacement. Oh, I see. They must be talking about this right here. Just a tiny little cover replacement. This is an 8-inch lid here. It's one of these little water lids like you see right here. It's missing one right there. So for reference, it's right out here by the fire hydrant. You've got the water one that has the lid there, and you got one that's missing. Okay, so we need to replace that lid. All right. All this area back here, that's not part of the scope, but this whole drive aisle is going all the way through and all the way around the store. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the repairs so you get an idea of what they're talking about. So we're going to go look at patch A09. It says it's a 25 foot by 9 foot repair. That's right here. I'm parked up here. Down here it says a 25 by 9. So that's right over here. It's this seam in the asphalt. A lot of this is going to be filled with crack fill. You can see we'll have to, use that heat lance probably to take some of this out. And some of those cracks are pretty wide, so we might need to add some extra sand to it. But right here, you can see it's just a small little patch that definitely isn't 9 feet wide, but they're trying to make paver passes, I think, on it. And so, we're basically cutting out a lot bigger area than we need to. Fortunately, it was bid to definitely use a paver out here, so it's going to make it a lot easier on our guys. All right, so this is one of those examples where it's just a thin crack here to be replaced, but they're going to ask us to go 9 feet wide. Okay, so this is the stamped concrete area. Through this area right here, you can see that they're talking about concrete joint seal. You've got right now, there's no joint sealer in there. It looks like it might have been, well, I don't see any kind of filler in it right now. A lot of moss, a lot of dirt. So I don't know if there's like fiberboard in there or what, but they're talking about concrete joint seal through here. We're going to use the lineal footage that they have. There's some cracks that are right there. You got some cracks that are over here too. I think they're wanting us to focus on doing some of this right now, but I want to at least show what the concrete area looks like, and then we'll get clarification on exactly what they want us to fill in as we go through the bidding process. It's going to be like probably a 2 to 3 phase bidding process, according to Kelly at Kansas Asphalt. She said that they typically go through one stage and then they go through another stage of the bidding. You can see over in this area right here, they started to do some of the concrete joint seal. So I'm guessing that we might have to do that along some of this. You can see how they did some of it through here, some of it through there. They might be asking us to fill in all these joints, and I'll get clarification on that. Like I said, see, there's another one right there. They went up along the building. So we might have to do some of these cracks that are not cracks. We might have to do those joints. I'm not sure. All right, but at least I got on the video for now. Okay, that's it. That's it for Target here, Bonnie Lake. For staging purposes, there's tons of room. No need to worry about any sort of staging out here. Dan would like this, close to home. All right, I'll provide all the other details onto Google Drive. Any other questions, let me know. This work's supposed to be done by November 1st. And it'd be nice if we could start on it sooner, but I have a feeling since they got to go through all the bidding phases, probably won't see any sort of award on this till, I'm guessing, like April or May. And then they'll ask us to start working on it during the summer. But we'll have until November 1st to get it done.